So, honestly, if you come to think about it, life is very interesting. Life is very beautiful. Life is super easy. And life is amazing. We are so freaking lucky as human beings. Whatever part of the world you're from, whatever situation you are in life right now, we are so lucky to be even alive right now. For you to be able to watch this video right now, we are so lucky and we have so much potential and so much power. And it's crazy because a lot of people cannot understand what really people mean when they say that it's possible, anything is possible in this life. And in all honesty, it is possible. But it's almost like you almost have to tap into that awareness or of knowing that yes, as much as right now you may be going through whatever you're going through in life, you can change that. I like making this analogy with my friends. Let's say, for example, you are born in a forest with a bunch of lions and with a bunch of other animals, and something happens, and then maybe you're left there with your parents. So, from a very young age, you're not able to see your mom, you're not able to see any other human being, and you're living with this a bunch of other animals. And someone came and told you when you're grown up and you're aware of something, and then someone came and asked you, do you have eyes, do you have a nose? Obviously you won't even know what a nose is until someone enforces to you, oh, a nose looks like this and it's located here specifically at the part of your face. That's when you become aware. It's the same thing. Life is so freaking awesome. Life is amazing, and I'm not going to sit here and disregard like life can be hard for other people. But my message today in this video is to let you know that life is easy and it's all a matter of choice and it's all a matter of awareness. But also, when you flip the coin of whatever I've said, we all go through moments, or even if you've not gone through such a moment, you've all had stories of people who are in a very sad state, people who are in very deep routes that they feel like they almost want to lose hope. They feel like life is hard. They feel like life is not as easy as the true essence of what life is. Life is easy, and we have so much power within us. We have so much potential, and we have so much possibilities. We have, even the Bible tells us, like, God has given us guidance. He has given us someone to guide us in our ways. He has given us maybe the Holy Spirit, our source energy, whatever you want to interpret this. But we have so much potential and we have so much guidance, but it's up to an individual to be able to tap into that awareness and know that life is working out for them. Is until that you're in such a mental state, then you can be able to really change your life. So I went through a situation like 4 weeks ago, and I'm not gonna beat the drum of what really happened because I'm not gonna give it momentum. For lack of wood, the fire dies out, and when there's no talebearer, strife subsides. So I'm not going to like really beat around what really happened because what happened? Anyways, so we're gonna use an example of someone. Let's take an example of a person who is very independent and they have their shit all together. They work in this amazing job, and 9 to 5 goers who love their job, and their job is like their main source of income. They don't have enough time to do what they like most, maybe their creative work, and so they start asking God to give them a leeway or maybe more time to be able to practice what they enjoy most. And then all of a sudden they are sacked from their job. They are sacked from their job, and they can't comprehend why they are sacked from the job, and they are left in a very helpless situation, and in a situation where they feel very vulnerable because they feel like, oh, I don't know where I'm going to get the finances to finance my bills now. I don't know where I'm going to get the finances to sustain my lifestyle. They are left in such a situation. Such manifestations in our life sometimes come. Sometimes we ask for things, and sometimes the manifestations that come to our lives, such as example, may leave us thinking, oh, like how if I'm really the creator of my own reality, if whatever I'm experiencing in life is as a result of my own doing and as a result of my own wanting, why are these things happening to my life? But let's take an example of that person. Let's name him A. When something like that happens, you're left wondering what's really going on. I wanted to eventually get over this job, but now I'm left feeling vulnerable. Now I'm left in this situation where I really don't understand what's really going on. But just like subject A, we don't freaking remember what we ask from God, and we're not trusting God shows us and what He brings into our life. In Matthew 7:7, ask and it's given, knock and the door is open. It doesn't say ask and it is may be given, seek and maybe you will find. No, it's a definite. When you ask, it is given. And everything in life, be it solid, be it liquid, be it things that you can be able to perceive with our senses, be it things we cannot even perceive with our senses, like the mental, like the thoughts and anything, it's all a matter of vibration. It's all a matter of vibration. We are vibrating. And if things are happening to our life, it's our own responsibility. And it's up to us to know that we attracted those things into our life and they are meant to come into our lives, And for example, looking at the bird's view of this or whatever happened with Mr. A, we can say that for us we can be able to perceive why God would do that, because or why the manifestations that has happened to their life, like maybe them losing their job, why that could happen, because maybe God knows that they can be able to sustain their own lifestyle while we're on another and be able to take on the time to be able to do whatever they want to do right now by being creative and starting to do their creative work. Losing the job, it means that right now they are forced to have adequate time to be able to do exactly what they want to do right now. But for subject A, when something like that happened, they now draw so much focus to that. Like 4 weeks ago, I went through almost the same occurrence, but not really. I'm not gonna say it again exactly what happened, because I don't want to beat the boot. Like it's whatever. That's a fucking illusion. I came to realize that's a fucking illusion. So what's really happened in my life when that thing happened? It happened, and I knew it's something I had asked so much, but I almost didn't know how it was going to happen. So my brain, because it's something have never gone through in life before, my brain was left in such a situation where it could not even comprehend what was going on, because it didn't have prior memory of such a situation ever. And it never dawned on me until 1 week later. That's when all the emotions started popping, all the anxiety and all the victim mentality of, oh, I'm so freaking helpless and there's no way this thing happened to me, because there's no way this happened to me, because obviously I want the best for me, and if such things can happen to me, there's no way someone must have made this happen to me. And I started going through that deep hole of feeling like, oh, I want to lose hope. I feel like, oh, life is freaking worthless. And it's until I had to catch myself and be like, I have to get real with myself. I am the creator of my own reality. And I have this personal mantra that everything is always happening for me, for the better of me. Even the things that I may at the time perceive they are wrong, or they are unwanted, really, it's something that right now I cannot be able really to see what the advantages or the fruits of such a situation, but everything is happening for me, and now going back to the example, like subject A could be like, oh, now I'm vulnerable. They start putting so much emphasis and so much momentum on seeing and giving so much energy of what is really happening there, and then ignoring the fact that we are creating our own reality at this time, now and here. Like whatever happened before I was starting on the video, that already has its own momentum going. I have to take control of what I can do right now, right here. Subject A, him losing his job. Instead of him beating so much on, oh, I've lost my job, look at this, no, like look at the email, like beating so much on what has going on, has happened before, because of the prior momentum that now is bringing in the manifestation which is happening right now. You can start refocusing on what you really want. Start understanding that you're creating your own reality right now. Whatever happened yesterday, let the dead bury the dead. Whatever happened yesterday, whatever, I'm going to create my reality right now. It never really dawned on me until I started thinking in this manner. I was like, okay, whatever happened, it happened. I'm gonna start taking action right now. Whatever I'm going to feel right now, whatever I'm going to vibrate right now, whatever thoughts I'm going to give myself right now, they're gonna be thoughts that are leading me to where I want to go. And this video is directed to anyone who could be in a situation where they feel like they want to lose hope, in a situation where you feel like there is no tomorrow. I want to tell you right now, that's an illusion, and there are zillion realities. They are a zillion realities for me right now. I could be experiencing right now. Right now, I could be somewhere, going somewhere, somewhere doing something fun. I could be somewhere traveling. But right now, I'm seated right now because this is the reality that I chose for myself right now. I chose to be here and shoot this video, and honestly, I'm enjoying every second of it. And I want to tell you, if you're in that situation where you feel like you want to lose hope, you feel like there is no tomorrow, you feel like, oh, everything is going to the shit, I want to tell you that if you're aware of the pendulum is always swinging. It's almost like this river and there's this particular rock, and then there's this velocity of the water which comes and hits the rock so freaking hard, and then until it starts disintegrating, and then that rock being like, oh, this water is always gonna be do no, that water already went. And what really happens is, when you start paying so much attention on the things that you don't want to see anymore, they continue. You start giving them so much energy until they persist. But if you decide, okay, this already happened, I don't know exactly why this is supposed to, I don't know exactly what this is supposed to teach me, but I know that God is with me. I know that my inner source is with me, and they are with me, and they're helping me in everything that they do. It's until you make that simple shift that you start seeing your life going in another direction. And it's that simple, guys. I want to tell you, you that person who is in that situation, know that you have to be courageous enough and just have a simple thought of like, what's beyond this? A simple thought of, what can I do right now to help me go to where I want to go? And just to give you a rundown, so whatever, like the first thing that really happens is like comprehension. Your brain has to comprehend, especially with your first time getting into such a situation where you feel like you cannot get yourself out. It's very important for you to, yes, comprehend, but don't take so much time comprehending what's really going on. Just see it for what it is. For example, like maybe let's say if you lost your job, just comprehend, okay, this happened, and then don't spend so much time comprehending this is what happened, and just digging deeper on that thing, because you're gonna make it manifest longer, or even give birth to related stuff into your life. After comprehension, then you go to the realization stage. After realization, that's when you start realizing, oh, what really this means for you. And it's all a matter of perspective. Like, you may have one's perspective on that. Like someone, like if subject A came to me, I would be like immediately seeing it from outside of me, just me being able to observe the situation, because it's not something which is affecting me directly. I really tell them, Oh, but this gives you a lot of time for you to be able to do the things that you always wanted to do. But for him being in such a situation, it's very hard for you to be able to separate yourself from what's really going on. And you may start thinking that whatever happened, it happened to come and make you fail, or it happened to you rather than you maybe attracting the spare time that you needed to try and do other stuffs. Obviously you can be able to interpret this in whatever situation which is happening for you. And then the third stage is resolution. Immediately after that, start making solutions for yourself. Start seeing how you can be able to implement this. Start thanking for the situation, for it being able to come to your life, and maybe force you to the trajectory of the life you've really wanted to live. And exactly zoom out of exactly what really happened, and focus out exactly of what really transpired, and see the bigger picture of exactly what this is supposed to teach you. Also start operating new routines to your new routine, which can be able to help you not dig so much into the situation and help you be able to carry out the new things that you need to do. Keep in mind that whatever you're putting out to the universe, you get a similar reflection of that. Know that you can be able to get yourself from any situation that you are in. Start vibing high, start feeling good, that everything is happening for the best of you. Everything in life, no matter what situation you might be right now, that situation came to teach you a very vital lesson and to help you move to exactly where you want. And start knowing that there's always something beyond what is happening to you right now, and it's up to you to make that choice. And when you do, you're not going to regret it, trust me. Coming from my own experience, coming from something that happened to me, and now even talking more about the resolutions that people had when they were in such a situation. It's just that single thought of having a thought of, okay, what's beyond this? Just know that whatever is happening to you right now, especially if you think it's an unwanted thing, it's an illusion. And don't let that condition blind you from the a zillion unconditions that are out there that are favorable for you. Don't let conditions in your life blind you from exactly what the true reality is. The true reality is that you manifest your own reality. And if you have the power to be able to manifest your own reality through knowing that God is in all and all it is in God, and knowing that God lives inside me, God lives inside you, and knowing that you have access to that power anytime, and it's all a matter of your choice. It's all a matter of you making that decision to know the language that that information is brought to you, to be able to be more attentive and more focused on the things that you really need. When I was growing up, I came across a lot of people who used to tell me that, oh, hard work pays, hard work pays. And obviously, the way I interpreted that growing up was like, okay, maybe hard work in terms of like doing so much action pays. But it has come to my realization that when people actually told me that, for me, it meant something else. You being able to take control of your mind, you being able to make your mental mind focus and be attentive on specific thing. It's a pretty hard job, I would say. It's something that you really need to be very intentional and be very committed to do. And for me, the interpretation of that is really like hard work. It comes from you being able to maintain your consciousness the whole day, being able to be attentive, being able to focus on the things that you want, being able to focus that maybe in subject A, I lost that job, being able to focus and put yourself out of that lack mentality, and being able to drive your brain to the other side of the road where, okay, now I have quantity time to be able to do the things that I enjoy most. I'm gonna change these situations and mold it to what I really want. That's where hard work comes, because it needs a very disciplined person. It needs someone who is ready to pick themselves up And you have to love yourself that much to be able to know that you can be able to put in all that work for yourself and be able to get yourself out of shittier situations, which is so easy like this, like a snap of the finger. Coming from someone who has gone through a situation like that very recently, I can tell you and I confirm to you, it's true. You can be able to turn any situations, misfortune, to your own fortune. You can be able to turn any situation that you think it's bogus, you think it's ambiguous to get out of that situation, you think it's crazy as to get into that situation, you can be able to get out of that. And it all depends, like with that one choice that you make, and knowing that you're in control, knowing that you have so much power, knowing that we are living in a world of vibration and it's all about vibe. What are you vibing towards? What are you thinking about? What are your thoughts bringing to you? What's going inside you? It's all a matter of paying very close attention to yourself and knowing that you alone are in control of your own reality. And it's crazy because a lot of people think that people have sijui evil eyes, they have sijui evil ears, and people can be able to assert anything into your own reality. No, it when you have that mentality that you think people can be able to bring something misfortune into your life, it's that belief of you being aware that that can happen, that you attract, and in turn you make that manifest. But essentially you are in control of your own reality, your beliefs, whatever you believe in, whatever you tell yourself, whatever you affirm, how you speak, the words that come out of your mouth, what's in your garden, what's inside you, whatever is coming out of you, that's the manifestation that you see in your reality. And it's crazy because we have so much control in such a way that if you start seeing manifestations that are coming outside of you, manifestations that you don't really deem as fit for you, you have this mirror like literally showing you exactly. If you cannot listen to your inner source, you cannot listen to your inner being, cannot listen to God, God gives you a plan B. Okay, if it's hard for you to do this, okay, maybe if I make this seen to you and you use your physical senses, it will be easy to see exactly what's going on and what you need to change. I want you guys to know that have all we have it all. You can be able to change your identity, you can be able to change anything, you can be able to change your situations in your life, you can be able to mold your reality to the reality that you want to see yourself live. And with that, I want to tell you, if you found this video helpful, okay, take whatever you found helpful and maybe leave a like. And if anything resonated with you in this video, okay, you can leave a comment and tell me and share with everyone what that is. And subscribe to my channel, and I love you so much, and know that it comes from that one decision right now to change your life, and you can be able to start living the life that you want, whatever how that looks like. And I love you so much, guys. Bye.